My great nation, distinguished members of our defense industry, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to salute you all with the most heartfelt emotions, love, respect, and longing. On the occasion of this meaningful ceremony, I am very happy to be here with you all, I would like to state especially. And I would like to thank to all guests who have joined us to share this excitement with us. We are here at the ceremony for the launching of the frigate Istanbul, the fifth ship of Milgem project, and for the first welding of Pakistan Milgem Corvette project's third ship. And using this opportunity, I would like to send my greetings, salute all my Pakistani brothers and sisters who are here with us. The Turkish-Pakistani brotherhood that dates back long time ago is now being taken forward one more time. Last year, during our visit to Islamabad, our bilateral relations have gained a new dimension, and our relations will be further strengthened in every field. With our brothers and sisters from Pakistan, we are fully aware of our notable potential in the defense industry. Pakistan is also located in a very challenging geography where many terrorist organizations and many threats are endured, just like Turkey does. And to tackle all those threats posed, we believe that two sisterly countries can contribute to their strength on a mutual basis. And the recent developments have shown us that to be strong and independent, the countries have to be strong in their defense industry, and it is not possible for the people, nations, and countries to look into the future with confidence if this is not the case. And in particular for the countries that are geographically located in challenging areas, this is in particular important. And to defend its own rights and to support its brothers and sisters' rights, Turkey has to increase its level of deterrence. Recently, in terms of ammunition, weapons, and military equipment, for long years, we in the past suffered a lot for being dependent on the external forces. We remember, like yesterday, the embargoes, the blockage imposed on us because of Cyprus issue, let alone having the aircrafts delivered to us, even though we paid, we could not receive any support, and we even had to pay amounts to keep our aircrafts in the warehouses or hangars. And therefore, we have always been engaged in our struggle to protect our rights and our interests across the world, in particular in our region and in the Mediterranean, and every time we faced challenges when we tried. Distinguished guests, it demands hard work to have a say, and we have a say for the trajectory of the world and also about the developments ongoing in our region. With our 83 million citizens, we have the responsibility of millions of brothers and sisters across the world. Therefore, military, economy, and diplomacy-related issues are issues on which we have to be strong, and it is a necessity that goes beyond options. For that reason, as of 2002, in the defense industry, we have been working to increase the level of indigenous and local production, and we have mobilized all our sources. And thanks be to God, we have started reaping the fruits of that. In defense industry, in 2012, there were only 62 projects. However, today this figure has almost come to the figure of 700. Only over the past 5 years, we have started 350 new projects. The defense projects that only had a budget of $5.5 billion now has a volume of $60 billion of project volume. There are, on the other hand, ongoing projects, the tenders of which are ongoing, including those we have a volume, a size of $75 billion for the budget allocated to the industry, defense industry. And the numbers of companies operating in defense industry now stands around 1,000, even though it was around 50 only back in time. And the annual turnover is around 11 billion. And our export volume has come to stand at $3 billion. And in defense industry, we have 130 sea platforms exported. The cost of project for those is over $3 billion. When we only had 2 companies among the top 10 of the world in the defense industry, now we have 7 when it comes to the territorial and also the naval vehicles. We, other than meeting our own needs, have a capacity to meet the needs of our allies. Among the top 10 countries, now we are ranked countries that are able to produce their own systems, unmanned aerial vehicles, drones, and in production of all these, we are among the top 3-4 countries of the world. And you can now see how much of mileage we have covered. Despite all the slandering campaigns of some within us, among us, our unmanned aerial vehicles and all sorts of aerial vehicles and drones are followed with interest across the world. Turkish drones, with their success, have changed their methods of battle as they did in Nagorno-Karabakh. Likewise, in Libya, our systems changed the flow of the warfare. With this success of our drones, we see an ever-increasing demand towards our other defense systems. We are tackling the challenges put in front of us by global players, and we are able to tackle and do away with all these with our own capacity in the face of sanctions that are imposed openly or maybe in a hidden fashion. And we have to say that bad neighbors helped us be the host of the region. But there is, however, a long way for us to cover. For example, camera systems. We ask for camera systems and they do not provide them to us, supply those, even though we are allies in NATO. And they ask why we are meddling with Armenia. But Armenia is attacking my brothers and sisters, and we are doing our best to support them. But are we not together in NATO? Are we not allies in NATO? And if we are, why is such an attitude portrayed? But then, thank God, we have come to a position to produce, to manufacture all these systems on our own. And the success we have now was only possible thanks to the cooperation among our institutions and organizations. When we further reinforced our power in aerial, naval, and territorial forces, land forces, we used our own means, and we used our know-how in the most effective way possible through contributions and collaboration among our universities, institutions, authorities. Now we have to take it one more step forward. We have to very rapidly tackle all the shortcomings that come our way in terms of our cooperation among institutions. We have to be using our means in the most effective way possible and not give way to wasting in the face of repeated actions. And we should use all the advantages of living in an era of information technologies. So among substitute products or projects, we definitely should opt for our own companies, our own local and national companies and institutions to meet the urgent needs. Even though we do have supply needs from abroad, our planning should be based on national resources. In such planning, we need our institutions, our defense industry, universities, and companies such as Defense Technology and Engineering Incorporated, and all relevant authorities tremendously. And we also need the support of all entrepreneurs who are sincere, and we will continue to stand with all companies and entrepreneurs who portray sincere hard work. Distinguished guests, the first national ship frigate of our country, frigate Istanbul 515, will be launched for the first time under the auspices of Defense and Technology and Engineering Company. We know that there are more than 80 subcontractors operating. When it comes to Corvette-class Milgem ships, the ratio of national production is 70%, and for our Istanbul ship, we have increased that ratio up to 75, which is very much pleasing. This frigate, constructed with national resources, have capacities to operate in terms of law enforcement, patrolling, reconnaissance, early warning, surface-to-air warfare, and amphibious operations, and other multi-purposes. Istanbul frigate will be fully commissioned in 2023, the year when we will mark the centenary of the foundation of our republic, with the support from our naval forces and command. We prepare ourselves for the future. We increase the scope of our R&D studies and engage further in high and advanced technology requiring systems. Low-altitude air defense system, Gökdeniz, for the first time will be included in the list of our inventory with frigate Istanbul. Besides the three-dimensional exploration radar and lightning radar, for the first time with this ship will be used. And the difference of this frigate from Adak class frigate is to do with their enhanced aerial capacity, and the surface-to-air guided launching systems for the first time will be used in frigate Istanbul. As you know, we have started mounting Atmaca to our ships, and for this ship as well, Atmaca will be readily mounted to operate. And with new 5 ships to be destined to be delivered to our naval forces, we will be stronger. And our test ship, as well the helicopters and drones and aerial vehicles, as well as amphibious offense ship Anatolia and new type submarines will be commissioned. And in 2020, Istanbul frigate. In 2020, for the Dimdek, the support ship to operate over the seas will be commissioned. Besides, we have higher capacity in submarines. The new Type 6 submarines will be launched after Piri Reis is commissioned every year. In the following period, those submarines will be launched and commissioned. The high technology locally and domestically produced weapons and sensor systems will be manufactured in our country, and we aim to export them. In a Milgem class for the construction of the 6th and 7th frigates, we will start works. After Anatolia, the ship Anatolia, our nationally and domestically designed and produced warship will hopefully be put to use soon. Distinguished friends, Baybaros Hayrettin Pasha, the commander and admiral, has talked about the importance of naval forces. We are a country surrounded by seas on 3 sides, and therefore we have to continuously improve ourselves and further strengthen our infrastructure with advanced technologies, and only we can achieve that with a holistic approach. The Turkish defense industry is united with the public and private institutions. Those who have symbiotic relations with terrorist organizations only have delusions based on lies and lies only, and we will never allow them to detract us. But their purpose, we know, is to make our country dependent on external forces in the defense industry as well. Nuri Dilligil, Veci Hürkuş-like figures who were the lovers of our homeland started great projects, but those who dynamited their projects still continue to adapt similar discourses. But those days are over now. Those days were the days of old Turkey. However, now we have a new Turkey. We have a great and strong Turkey. No matter what other people do, we will continue to hold on to our targets by using unlimited technologies and with the principle of ensuring reliable futures for our next generations. We will continue to work day and night relentlessly. May God help us on this path. As I conclude, I hope that Istanbul frigate will be constructed, fully built, without any accident or any minor problem. And I would like to thank to everyone who has contributed to the fruition of this project. On the other hand, I hope that the 3rd ship of Milgem corvette project and its first welding will be auspicious for our sisterly country, Pakistan. I would like to share my love and respect with each and every one of you. Again, thank you. Stay in health.
Cumhurbaşkanımız Sayın Recep Tayyip Erdoğan ve Pakistan Türkiye Büyükelçisi Sayın Muhammed Sayres Seccat Gazi tarafından yapılması arz olunur. Protokole mensup konukların tören anısı fotoğraf çekimi için platformu teşrifleri arz olunur.